Well, good morning there, YouTube. Sorry about the mess. I wasn't really expecting company today, but my wife just told me a package was delivered. And I wasn't expecting this for another week. But look what just showed up. Cool. So, box is a little dinged up. I walked around, took some pictures. I cut the tape, but I haven't opened it yet. So, there. Looking online, I've seen a lot of people have had issues with the skegs getting knocked off in transit, but mine appear to have made it here. As far as I can tell, everything looks okay. Whew. Nice, I'm excited. Okay, got it out of the box up on some sawhorses just to take a better look at it. As far as I can tell, no damage. It showed up just fine. Underside looks good. Skegs are on and they are solid. So I'm gonna go through and check everything out. Really liking it so far. Gotta cut all the zip ties, put the seat together. These I think are inflatable bladders that run down the sides of it. Alright, I already did one. It comes with 2 of these inflatable bladders that are supposed to go inside the hole, like so. Instructions say partially inflate it, insert it, and then finish inflating it. I'm using an air compressor just to make it easy. The trick is just to work it back a little at a time. Just go till it's kind of firm but still squishy. I don't want to risk popping it. But you can see the bladder goes way back. Same on the other side. And that's just added protection in case you get a hull leak. But so far, I'm liking it. It's got the stand-up strap, or stand-up assist strap. It was just tied in a knot here. I fixed the strapping. The lid holds really well. Like it, yeah. Even without the bungee, it's not gonna just blow open on you, and it may loosen up over time, but adjustable footrests, rod holders, the seat bungees. In the instructions it says to bungee it to these. I don't like how much stress that's gonna put right here on these knots or grommets, or however it's held in there. I might put a couple pad eyes on here and attach it that way, but for now we'll do that. I've seen some people put it down here, but oh, come on. Sorry, it's hard to do stuff one-handed and hold a camera. But like that, it doesn't pull the seat back up. There's not enough tension on these. So I'm thinking, you know, about there. Put a pad eye, plus it'd be real easy once I take these off to adjust the rod holders to get a nut on the backside so it won't pull out. Not that there's much stress on that, but for now the instructions say to do it there, and that does work, but we'll see. Alright, so I think I've got it pretty much ready for its initial run. Put a GoPro mount on. Got it lined up where I think it'll be okay. Put a little anchor cleat on just so I got something to tie off to. Not sure if I want to, you know, start drilling holes in it and before it's even been in the water. Put another one up here just so I can tie off to the dock if needed. I did put scupper plugs in. They're just cheap ones off Amazon. I might 3D print some out of TPU that have a little cutout or splines along it so water can still drain out, but it blocks the majority from splashing up in. There's 8 scuppers in total, 2 under the seat, 4 in the front deck, 2 in the back. Alright, part of the reason I picked this kayak is it comes with the trolling motor mount already. It does have little divots molded in that mark where you're supposed to drill to mount it. They seem to line up well. I have seen other videos. I think it was Barry P. He mounted trolling motor on the side and said it felt kind of squirrely or wonky, like less stable. So I'm not sure if I want to go with that. Now he did have a larger trolling motor on, but I don't know, this catamaran style with the twin skegs and everything, I could see that hindering the turning from a side mount. And this back deck here being so wide is just begging for a transom mount right here in place of the handle. So I like the idea of the side mount because it's really simple. You just clamp it on. You don't have to run any wiring or anything. You don't have to rig any kind of steering to it or use a real long extension. But we'll see. For now, I'm just gonna paddle. Lord knows I could use the exercise, burn a few calories. But overall, I really like it. Oh, I did also rotate the rod holders. The way it comes from the factory, these ones stick like straight out to the side, which is great for trolling, but I put it so they lean back more, like that, less straight out. And you can rotate them any direction. This top plate comes off, and then the rod holder underneath, you can rotate like 6 different positions. So I've got them kind of back. They're a little out, but we'll see how that goes. The ones up front do stick like straight out the side. And if I'm going to be trolling, I'd probably just put one there, maybe both sides, but typically I would only do one at a time. So we'll see. I wasn't expecting it to show up today, so I wasn't planning on going out to the water, but the weather's really nice. Might not be a bad way to spend the afternoon. Those wheels. I was a little worried it wouldn't fit in here, but looks like it does. Alright. I hope it's recording. Been on the water for about 30 seconds. Didn't want to mess with camera and everything first time pushing off. There are mullet jumping everywhere. First impressions. It is remarkably stable. But I definitely need a longer paddle. This is a Ocean Broad 230, and I feel like I have to lean, like, I mean, it's not bad, but I think a 260 would definitely be better. It tracks extremely well. Sorry, we're coming up to a bridge here, so there's going to be a bunch of traffic noise, but like, you give it a couple of strokes and then it just glides straight. Those skegs are doing a really good job in the back, acting like almost like dual rudders. takes a little bit more effort to get moving. But once you're gliding, it's really not bad at all. Incredibly stable. Like, yeah. I lean way over and it just rocks a little. Not really expecting to catch much today, but figured if I'm gonna come out and give it a try, it doesn't hurt to throw a rod in the water. Up against the current. So yeah. Not sure if the video things I'm gonna, or if the video thing is something I'm gonna do a lot of, but I bought this mainly to go fishing, get out of the house, get out of the workshop, relax, but I wanted to get off the bank and away from the public piers and spots where it's pressured too much. I don't want to end up putting so much gear on here that it's a hassle. You know, the point is to come out, enjoy myself, have fun, not spend a whole day, you know, turning cameras on and off and changing batteries and messing with all that stuff. So we're gonna come up here and go under the bridge. I gotta put these rods down. Tracks unbelievably well compared to what I'm used to. Got an incoming tide right now, but it's not fast moving. I think we're only coming up a foot today. It's super comfortable, I will say that. I just want to see if that rod feels like it's going to be in the way while paddling. Pretty good. How are you guys? Said what? Fishing. Mostly just testing it out. I got it today, so it's a lot of fun.
Where'd you get that one from?
I ordered it off Walmart.com.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the Lifetime Manta.
Yeah, that's a good brand.
Yeah, it's real wide. I like it. It's super stable. You know, I got some extra girth to carry, so.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's nice.
I'm impressed so far. I like it.
How long is that? 12?
10 foot.
8 foot?
It's only 10 foot long, but it's 38 inches wide.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, when you
And it's got like the raised seat.
Like a pontoon type thing.
Yeah. It's really cool. They've only been out for like a year. It's a pretty new design, but I saw it. Huh?
We have a car, so we have to get wrapped to the top of it.
Yeah, it only weighs like 85 pounds. So it's heavier than like your typical recreational one, but not a whole lot heavier. Like the big huge, like the Hobies and Old Towns and stuff, those are over 100 pounds. So
I was looking at the inflatable ones too. I want to get something I can fish out of.
yeah.
We do a lot of crabbing too.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking it's so wide back there I can probably stack a couple pots on there.
Oh yeah, you could.
Paddle out, drop them, and
Yeah,
go fishing for the day and pick them up on the way back in.
There's one right there.
Yeah.
I'd like to get something I can throw it over.
Yeah, well this one, it actually comes with a motor mount that goes on the side here, so you can put a little trolling motor off the side and just scoot along. That's part of the reason I got this one.
I could probably paddle about 50 yards.
Yeah, I'll probably end up putting one on it, but I just wanted to try it out before I start drilling holes in it and doing all that. All right, well, you folks have a great day. Got manatees right there. Don't know if you can see it. I'll try and turn. A couple of manatees just under the surface there. don't know if you can hear or see that kind of thumping. The downside to being real wide and real stable is it doesn't cut into the water like a single hole does, that pontoon style. So every time I hit these little waves, I mean they're only 5-6 inches, but it kind of thump, thump, thump. It's not bad, it's just not quite what I'm used to. It does make it kind of hard to sneak up on some fish when your kayak is thump, thump, thumping on every wave. And I mean, this isn't bad weather by any means, but I feel much more safe and stable than I ever did in the little recreational kayak I had. I think it's a Triton or Tioga or something. It was another 10-foot Lifetime. Got a 2-pack of them from Sam's Club. And I took one of them and I put some rod holders and a couple pieces of gear track on it. Fished a little bit in it, and it just, like, I felt cramped. Like legs were in tight together like this, and the kayak is only as wide as like this seat, and every time you would turn to do something, the whole thing would tilt. Never flipped it, thank God, knock on plastic, but it wasn't relaxing to fish out of. All right, buddy, pay attention. Little guy here. To get some waves. Whenever possible, it's best to nose into them rather than take it from the side and get rocking that way. And I'm all tangled up here. And of course, get that out of the way. I like this. I definitely think a trolling motor is going to be in the near future, just for enjoyment's sake. really mixed on whether I want to do a whole custom transom mount or if I just want to go with the side mount that, you know, the manufacturer included. Alright, GoPro died. Haven't caught any fish yet, but pulled the phone out just to give you guys another look. I mean, don't know if you can see much. Whole school of teeny tiny little mangrove snappers. I guess that's what they look like. Going in and out of the oyster beds. There was a crab over here a minute ago. Just in this tiny little creek off of the main channel. It's maybe 1 foot deep, 6 inches in some spots, and haven't scraped bottom yet. Trying to paddle one-handed and hold the phone. Okay, maiden voyage successful. No fish, but saw a bunch of manatee, some turtles, a whole bunch of birds, tons of mullet jumping around. I'm not sure when the GoPro died, but at some point I looked down and it was off. But overall, really like it. You definitely feel the extra weight when paddling compared to like the little lightweight recreational kayak. But once you get moving, it's about the same. You know, it's probably a tiny bit slower, but I mean, I'm not in a race. It's something to do to have fun and relax. I had the scuppers in the whole time, and that's it for water. I mean, there's like none in the back, tiny bit up front. Most of that came off the paddle. The paddle is definitely too short. For me, for my use. It's a 230, and I'm thinking I'm gonna need like a 250, 260. I think would fit a lot better. Next time, definitely bringing the anchor, especially to fish. You know, it's a pain when, and the current wasn't even strong today, but when you get in position, you throw a cast, retrieve, you might get a second cast before you've drifted past it and you need to paddle back up or You know, I'll bring the anchor next time. That'll definitely help be able to stop and actually fish a spot instead of just throw 2 casts at it and blow by. Plus, I didn't bring anything to change baits or whatever. Like I said, it was more a test of the kayak, get a feel for it, see what I like. Yeah, that seat is freaking amazing. Light years ahead of just sitting on that tiny little pad that's in the little recreational ones. And the back, this is the first time I've got off the water and not hurt, like in lower back and ass, because it just, yeah, that, I don't even know what I'm saying. That seat is worth it, even if nothing else. That made a drastic difference. So, anyways, I'm gonna get loaded up and go home and get some dinner.